Good morning, Chem 2 students. This is the video for Friday, September 11th, 2020, our scheduled 16th day of school for the fall semester. Always keep in mind, though, that the dates could change for a variety of reasons, but the lessons and the order of those lessons will remain the same regardless of that. Hard to believe today is September 11th. Boy, it's been 19 years since that fateful day of the terrorist attacks on New York City and the Pentagon. And I remember it well. I was teaching school, of course, in another place at that time, and we had the news on. We had a news channel that we played at first period every morning that was fed from across the country for high school kids. And as we were watching that, they broke in and said that something was going on in New York. And from then on, we switched the TV. We had TVs in our room at that time, and watched the news channel live as those events were unfolding. And it was certainly a sad, sad day in our country's history. One that has involved, of course, then a lot of changes that resulted from that, that we now feel is normal today, that at one time we're not, or anything but. So anyway, it was a tough day, and you guys weren't born yet, but your parents certainly remember it. Anyway, hopefully something like that will never ever happen again. So having said that, let's move on. So you had a test yesterday, all right, and you were asked to take the new notes packet and a short assignment on atomic history and structure, and I'm collecting that assignment. So that is due now. You could have checked your work here on the board if you're here, or if you're at home, you could have checked it on the answer keys page and then submitted it to me electronically. I have, I think, yes, finished grading your tests, although I'm not ready to return them yet because everyone has to have taken it before I do that. They look pretty good. They look so far, they look pretty good. And although I would say some of you that missed points didn't have to, I would urge you to read the directions, urge you to show your work where it's asked, to show all your work where asked, because those are points that you just throw away for no reason, and I hate to see anybody do that, because as the semester continues, points are just going to get more and more precious. So if that happened to you when you get your test back, I would encourage you to make sure that you don't let that happen again, because it certainly can be avoided. Okay. So let me advance the screen here. There we go. So today is a partial work day. I'm going to be just going over a couple things in regards to the symbols of the common elements. There are 39 of them that I want you to memorize. Most of them you probably know already from Chem 1. You're to have them memorized by this coming Tuesday. We'll have a quiz over them in the last 10 minutes of class on Tuesday. If you need to make flashcards or a Quizlet or whatever you need to do to memorize them, that's fine, but you got to have them memorized, okay? We'll take a practice quiz on Monday, probably the last 10 minutes of class, just to see where you stand on that, so you're ready for the real one Tuesday. So I'm going to go over those symbols today. I also want you to watch these videos that I have uploaded to Canvas. They're on the calendar, okay? They're all very short, just a few minutes, over some major players in the development of our atomic model. The videos give excellent information on each of the scientists. They'll be helpful along with the notes that you already have and the listed pages in your online textbook that are written on the handout, the assignment, to help you complete that. That is due Monday as well, at the beginning of class. Okay. Once having completed the handout, you are to take the Unit 2 Atomic Theory, History, Reading, and Research quiz in Canvas. It will be uploaded and ready to go. The quiz is open notes. You can have your notes beside you. The quiz must be taken by 3:30 p.m. on Monday. All right, by 3:30 p.m. on Monday, or else you'll get a 0. All right. I would suggest taking it at home over the weekend. There will likely not be any time in class to take it on Monday. So remember that, okay? Remember that. History, Atomic Theory, History, Reading, Research quiz in Canvas due Monday at 3:30 p.m., but it will be open today. And so you will be able to take it anytime between now and Monday at 3:30. It is open notes. Okay? So make sure you remember to do that. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the symbols study sheet. I'm going to go over it real quick, and then that would be it for today. You would have the rest of the time to work on your assignment. So let me pull up that study sheet. And here it is. So the first thing I would remind you, pull that a little bit. So the first thing I would remind you that all the symbols to the elements, if it's only one letter, of course, it's capitalized. If there are two letters, then the first letter is capital and the second letter is lowercase. So for those of you that write in all caps, you're going to have to be careful of that, because writing a two-letter symbol, both of them capital letters, is incorrect. I want to start, I'm going to kind of jump around because I want to start with some symbols that don't appear maybe to be what they should be. In other words, they probably don't make a lot of sense given the name of the element. But there was a time back in the 1800s where the prevalent language of science at the time was Latin, and a lot of the elements that were discovered during that time period, their original names were in Latin, and so the symbols for those elements came from their Latin name rather than their regular name. And so I'm going to start with number 2, which is antimony. Antimony's symbol is SB. All right, SB. Its original Latin name was stibium. Stibium. Might want to write those down. You may need them someday, soon. Hint, hint. All right. As we go down to number 13, copper. I think most of you probably know that one. Copper is Cu. Its original Latin name was cuprum. Cuprum. On down to gold. Number 15, gold is Au. Au, where's my gold? All right. Its original Latin name was aurum. Aurum. Number 19, iron. I think most of you know that one. Iron is Fe. Original Latin name was ferrum. All right. Ferrum. Okay. Over to the next side, number 20, lead. I think probably you remember this one. Lead is Pd. Its original Latin name was plumbum. Plumbum. Sounds a whole lot like plumber. Well, it should. The name plumber also originates from that same Latin name, because back in the old days, that's what plumbers used, was lead pipes. Don't do it anymore because they're not good for us. All right. So anyway, but the name plumber comes from the same root, Latin root. Number 24, mercury is Hg. Here's the mouthful now. Hydra-gyrum. Hydra referring to water-like, all right? And as you probably remember, mercury is one of only 2 elements that at room temperature and standard pressure is a liquid, all right? And so the Latin name kind of reflected that of mercury, that it was water-like, all right? It was in liquid form. Number 30, potassium is K. Original Latin name, kalium. Kalium. All right. Didn't spell hydrogyrum. Probably should have. Hydragyrum. So potassium, his original name was kalium. All right. So we good with potassium? Okay. Gotcha. Again. Silver. Oh, no, sorry. Next one is, silver. Number 32 is Ag. Ag, where's my silver? All right. Original name, argentum. Argentum. Well, you say, wait a minute, that sounds a whole lot like Argentina. Yes, it does. Well, Argentina, #1 nation in exporting silver. All right. The silver mines in Argentina. Yep. That's their big product down there. Hence the name. Same Latin root. The next one, number 35, is tin. Tin is Sn. Original name, stannum. Stann. Whoop, two N's. Stanum. Stanum. All right. 36 tungsten. I think a lot of people remember this. Is W. Wolfram. Wolfram. Not UM. AM. Wolfram. And then the last one. 39. Sodium is Na. Anybody heard any good sodium jokes lately? Nah, I haven't either. All right, sodium, Na, natrium, Natrium. Natrium. So those, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Those 11 symbols all came from a Latin-based name. All right. Now I'll run through the single letter elements. All right, there aren't a lot of those. Let's see here. Boron. There is no A single letter element. There is a B though. Boron, number 6. There is a C. Carbon, number 9 is C. Let's see. Fluorine, F. Fluorine is not Fl. That's a common error. All right. Fl is an element. It's fluorovium. All right, which is, let's see, where is it? I got to look over there in my big one. I don't hardly ever use it. Fluorovium, where are you? There you are, 114. All right, so Fl is fluorovium, not fluorine. Fluorine is F. Hydrogen, of course, is H. Iodine is I. Let's see, got any others? No L's, no N's. Nickel, number 26, is N. Oxygen, of course, is O. Do we have a single letter P? Yes, phosphorus, number 29. S, yeah, 34 is sulfur. 37, uranium is U. All right, so I think that takes care of all our single letters. All the rest are two letters. And these now, based on their regular name, most of these make sense. In a lot of cases, the second letter in a two-letter symbol is the second letter in its name. In a few cases, it's the third letter. All right, and I'll tell you why here in a second. So aluminum, of course, is Al. Uses the second letter in the name, as does argon, Ar. Arsenic, though, doesn't. Argon is Ar, and arsenic then goes to the third letter, so arsenic is As. Barium is Ba, of course, second letter used there. Bromine, same, Br. Calcium, same, Ca. Then we have chlorine and chromium. Okay, so both of those, their second letter is H, and in both cases, they go to the third letter. So chlorine is Cl, chromium is Cr. Cobalt does use the second letter, Co. A lot of people get cobalt and copper confused. You shouldn't. Copper is not Co. Remember, copper is Latin-based. Cu for cuprum. Cobalt is Co. Helium, of course, is He. Heard a lot of good helium jokes, though. He. Yeah, right. 21 is lithium. Second letter, Li. Okay, magnesium and manganese sound very similar, and here again, both of those have the second letter A. They both go to the third letter. Magnesium is Mg, and manganese is Mn. Of course, if you say oxygen and magnesium next to each other, you can say OMG. Right. Yeah, another good one there, Keister. Neon, of course, is Ne. Second letter. Nitrogen. Oh, goodness. I skipped a single letter. Nitrogen is N. Nickel, though, number 26 is Ni. People get those two confused as well. So nitrogen is the single letter N. Nickel is Ni. Okay? Can't believe I missed nitrogen. Oh, well. Silicon is Si. Of course, silicon is also yes in Spanish. See? Yeah. And strontium. Strontium, a lot of people miss this one. Strontium goes to the third letter. Strontium is Sr. All right. And then the last one on our list here that I need you to know is zinc. Zinc also goes to the third letter. Now, I didn't have you learn zirconium, but both zirconium and zinc, because because we don't use zirconium much. It's a pretty rare element. Zirconium and zinc, both their single or second letters are I, and again, both of them go to the third letter. So zinc is Zn. I do need you to learn that one. Zirconium, by the way, is Zr. All right. So here are the symbols with a brief explanation for the 39 elements that you need to have memorized for the quiz this coming Tuesday. Like I said, I would hope that you have most of these memorized already from your year in Chem 1. So I think probably learning them the second time around will be a whole lot quicker, at least I'm hoping that it is. So that is all I have for today. You got a lot of work to do with your assignment. Don't forget you got a Canvas quiz to take by Monday at 3:30 over the history of the atomic model. That is an open note quiz. Again, I would strongly suggest that you get your assignment done and then use that assignment along with your notes. Have them next to you as you take that quiz in Canvas because it is open note. So until next time, this is Mr. Keister signing off. Everybody stay busy. Keep doing your work. Stay on top of things. And most of all, of course, stay safe. And I will see you next time. So long, everybody.